Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a local church partners up with a nonprofit in order to help people in need in our region. And an Eastern Kentucky kitchen works hard to provide thousands of free meals just in time for the Thanksgiving holiday.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you. It's 6:31 on this Wednesday morning. I'm Dakota Makris, and somebody just mentioned, I hope you have your turkeys thawed because, Thanksgiving, that big holiday's tomorrow, and we are all hungry and ready to go. And what I'm not ready for is that forecast. Cameron, super cold this morning and some rain on the way, but not right now. It's dry right now.
Well,
but,
Dakota, you also need to thaw out the car,
oh, yeah, you got to thaw out your car.
We got to thaw out everything this morning because we are in those 20s once again. Let's take a look at that Buffalo Mountain camera. You can see right now we are sitting at 23 degrees, but we are under a clear sky, and that sunrise should be happening here soon. So it's going to be a really nice and sunny morning across the mountains, but it will be chilly. So be sure to give yourself time this morning to defrost the car. We're at 23 here in Hazard, 27 in Pikeville, 24 for Harlan, 19 degrees to begin your Wednesday down in Jonesville. Now today we will be around average, topping out in those middle 50s and middle 50s again on your Thanksgiving on Thursday, but a cold front comes through, knocks us back down into those 40s for Friday and Saturday. So the heat is definitely going to be needed, but we stay dry today up on Pinpoint Doppler. We are looking at a clean sweep, but that is going to change as we get towards your Thanksgiving holiday. Got that full forecast coming up a little bit later. Dakota.
All right, Karen, thank you. The man accused of killing Big Stone Gap, Virginia police officer Michael Chandler is set to go to trial for felony murder and 12 other charges on April of 2022. 33-year-old Michael Donovan appeared virtually in a Wise County courtroom Tuesday morning. Now, as his charges were read, the suspect appeared to yawn and was seen smiling. He described his probation violation charges as the least of his worries. A Leslie County woman is facing serious charges after police say she shot a woman during an argument Monday morning. Kentucky State Police say they arrested 26-year-old Carrie-Anna Burton in the Hyden area. The police citation says Burton was looking for her child's father, Corey Asher. While there, she got into an argument with two people and fired several rounds from a gun. Jacqueline Linger was shot and later died at Mary Breckenridge ARH Hospital. An Eastern Kentucky man is facing charges in connection to his girlfriend's death. State police were called to a home in the Putney community in Harlan County Friday. They found Ashley North unresponsive in her boyfriend Donald Turner's home. Police say Turner caused serious physical injuries that led to her death. Troopers arrested him the next day. Right now, he is charged with unlawful imprisonment and kidnapping. A Southern Kentucky man is facing charges related to child pornography. State police say through an undercover investigation, they found inappropriate pictures of children on Raymond Hulling Jr.'s computer. The 65-year-old is facing 20 counts of possession of matter portraying a sexual performance by a minor. Well, a Pikeville woman died this past weekend, leaving behind a community full of loved ones and 3 kids who relied on her for everything. Kathy Barker died unexpectedly, and her kids were taken into foster care as the church and community tried to help ease the burden of funeral costs. Student minister Clay Mitchell says the people of Cornerstone Christian Church are taking up donations to help the kids give their mother the burial she deserves. The one concern they had, despite everything they have been through.
I let her know quickly that, I would be there if she needed a ride somewhere, if they needed to be taken anywhere. They had school events that she wasn't able to take them to, and I'd pick them up and take them. And she cared for her kids so much.
Now, donations are available online and through the Kathy Barker Burial Fund at Community Trust Bank or by making checks out to the church. The holiday season is a time for giving back, and one Eastern Kentucky church is doing just that. The Maple Street Church of God in Hazard partnered with the Men and Women of Action, a nonprofit organization based out of Tennessee, to host a toy, food, and clothing distribution for the families of Perry County. Alyssa Williams spoke to those involved and watched the event preparation take place.
What started with a random phone call 6 years ago.
I thought it was a
a practical joke or something.
Is now impacting the lives of thousands this holiday season.
And I said, I need a church to work out of to bless the community. And he said, I know just the place, right here at Maple Street Church.
6 years ago, Jane Roberts from Men and Women of Action Ministry reached out to Pastor Mike Smith at the Maple Street First Church of God to plan a volunteer project with the church. And now the ministry returned to help the Hazard community for a second time.
We feel like we've come back home and seen our family again that we haven't seen in 6 years.
Since Sunday, volunteers from the church and Men and Women of Action unloaded clothing, toys, and food to distribute to thousands of people for the Appalachian Christmas Project on Wednesday.
All these people are volunteers. You know, nobody gets paid to do this. And to have people that will give their own time and their own money and pay their own expense to come and help other people, I call them ordinary people called to an extraordinary purpose.
Those at the Maple Street Church of God say they are grateful for this partnership and even more grateful to impact so many lives in their community.
I know that in the Word, the Bible tells us to be ye doers of the Word and not hearers only. This is our chance to truly be doers of the Word.
Coming together to spread goodwill this holiday season. In Hazard, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
The Appalachian Christmas Food Distribution Coat and Blanket Giveaway will be happening at the Maple Street Church of God tomorrow from 10 until 2. If you or someone you know needs assistance this holiday season, you can call the Maple Street Church of God at 606-439-5078. Families in Floyd County are preparing to celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday with friends and loved ones, so Frontier Behavioral Health wanted to make sure everyone gets to enjoy a feast. About 24 volunteers from Frontier Behavioral Health hosted a Thanksgiving box giveaway at their location in Prestonsburg. They handed out roughly 100 boxes, each with the turkey or ham, mashed potatoes, gravy, vegetables, and dessert kits. For volunteers, this was an extension of the health care they provide all day.
It's all about connection. How can we get out there and how can we make a difference in our community? And this is just one example of how we can do that.
This was the first Thanksgiving box giveaway from the officials at Frontier Behavioral Health, and they said they hope to add an event near Christmas time as well. Some are wondering if there will be enough food to go around this Thanksgiving. Due to global supply chain issues, food availability was a big concern this year. Last year, 1,000 free meals were handed out at Kane Kitchen in Letcher County. Now, staff are working to feed the community by preparing more than 3,000 meals. Manager Brendan Fleming says you can even choose whether to eat in or get your meal to go.
Either or is okay, but having to offer both, which we're fine with that. I mean, there are still people that are guarded against COVID, and we appreciate that, and them, you know, trying to protect others. And then there's those that have been vaccinated and willing to come in and sit down and get things back to normal.
Now, CANE stands for Community Agriculture Nutritional Enterprises. For more information on the free meal giveaway, you can head over to our website. Well, another organization also joined the list of folks distributing holiday boxes to families in need. YMCA workers handed out boxed Thanksgiving meals in downtown Lexington for around 20 years. The YMCA in Lexington has hosted its annual Thanksgiving meal program. Along with food, a care package was also given out, which included a hat, socks, and gloves. Although travel experts say today is expected to be the busiest travel day ahead of Thanksgiving, millions of people hit the roads and the skies yesterday. Crowds of people were at Bluegrass Airport in Lexington Tuesday morning. Experts are concerned about long lines, but Bluegrass Airport appeared to be handling the crowd well. Travelers say they are excited for their trips and excited that they can easily travel again.
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, the masks are not great, but I understand why we need them, so it's not that bad.
Travel experts say nationally we could see travel return to near pre-pandemic levels, with nearly 53 million Americans expected to drive somewhere this holiday weekend. Another 4 million expected to fly. Well, the holidays are here, but the city of Pikeville is in the mood to celebrate something a little different. After canceling Hillbilly Days for the last 2 years, the city is planning to keep the festival on the calendar for 2022. City officials say the current COVID-19 pattern seems to look promising, so the festival is expected to go on as planned.
We are proceeding as if Hillbilly Days will happen this year. It's been tough to had to cancel the last 2 years, and we certainly hope to not have to do that again. But public health conditions at the time will dictate that decision. But as of today, we're planning as if it's going to happen.
The Southeast Kentucky Chamber of Commerce is already accepting vendor applications, and Ellswick says he hopes to see the streets full for next year's celebration.